What is happening, Magnus? I just want to vent about this because as a Dragon Ball fan, it drives me nuts. And what I'm talking about is the animation in this episode. No, I'm not saying animation's easy. No, I'm not saying that. Ugh. No, I was actually going to say something else, but no, I actually am saying that. But I realized the last episode's animation was epic. And some people think, oh, well, since he saw that, that's why he said no. That's not it. This has been going on for a long time. Okay, and I remember when I first noticed it was in Dragon Ball Z, and I would be like, why? And some of you bigger Dragon Ball Z enthusiasts know more about this than me, but I don't know. There would be like one or two episodes, maybe three. It would be good animation. Then it would be this bullshit animation. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I even looked it up one time, but the article was so long that I didn't read through it all, but I remember them just like this. Whoever wrote this article, it appeared really knew what the fuck they were talking about. And they were talking about the different animation houses that worked with Toei back then in the animation and who would do it and this and that. So I'm just ranting, and anyone that knows, I'm more than ranting. Really, I'm just expressing myself. I'm not ranting. I'm expressing myself. Okay, so as a fan. It just drives me insane. There's the people that, well, you should be happy that you got a Dragon Ball Super episode. No, that's not how I feel about this. Dragon Ball is an iconic anime. It is one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. Many say it is the greatest of all time. Case closed. That's what a lot of people believe. One of the reasons why is because of the animation, the story, the epic fights, stuff like that. But it does have its flaws. One of them is the shitty animation that it gives us sometimes, or a lot. And I don't get it. I don't get why the fuck they do this. If you're supposedly the number one Japanese anime, manga, or whatever of all time, although it might be One Piece or whatever else, I don't care. Follow me here. Why are you doing shit like this? Why are you cutting corners like this? I have to thank all of my Magnusites for turning me on to epic, um, you know, anime from Japan, like um, Attack on Titan, um, like Death Note, like stuff like Naruto and Full Metal Alchemist. And the list goes on, guys. The stuff you've turned me on to. And one thing I've noticed, and I'm going to kick Naruto out of this one in particular, but I'm thinking of the majority of the ones that I've watched. There may be, but I can't think of any right now. Why are these anime episode after episode after episode after episode after episode? There is a standard that is kept. A lot of them will have beautiful animation, or at least good or great. Good, great, beautiful, exceptional. There is no subpar. You see what I'm saying? There is no subpar shit. Like I'm thinking like with Full Metal Alchemist. I'm thinking. I can't think of one episode where I was like, garbage anime in this one. God damn. You know what I mean? Like, no. It's it shouldn't be like this. It should not be like this, man. There at least should be an average bar set for, and I know where the average bar comes in, and this one was below par, and I'm just fucking tired of it. That's all. I'm tired of it, and a lot of you know that it diminished Vegeta transforming. Why in the fuck would you do that to him? Why would you give us this shitty animation for that? Like, look, let me tell you something. Seriously, I respect every animator out there. I really do. So, for us to get this means that either pressure was put on them, they weren't given enough time, somebody's not scheduling things properly, or something ain't right. You know what I mean? Something's not right. And you know, Dragon Ball as a whole, I love the product. But, you know, it's just, fuck. I'll tell you the first time I ever noticed that they were doing this. The first time I became fed up with them doing this. It was in the Buu saga. And it was after Vegeta and Goku merged with the Patara earrings. All right! It was the episode after that. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? They're going to go to the bullshit animation after these two just merged. Are you fucking kidding me? Because I knew I was at that point, I was used to it, and I would see, I'm like, okay. And then I would get used to it, and I would see a particular type of animation, like when you start to really recognize the style, and I'd be like, oh God, this is going to be the bullshit animation after this, I bet. And then I would see the preview, and I'm like, yep, just like I thought. And they did it when Vegeta fought Perfect Cell. Remember that shit? I was like, what are they doing? Why? They did it after Goku went Super Saiyan on Frieza. I was like, what the fuck are they doing? I understand. And I don't give a fuck. It's gonna be like, oh, you're whining and crying. I don't give a fuck what you think. I am venting as an anime fan, as a Dragon Ball Super fan. Well, as a Dragon Ball Z fan, as a Dragon Ball Super watcher, as a Dragon Ball fan, as a Dragon Ball GT fan, I am expressing myself. And I just want to know, do you feel the same? I've already seen some of the comments on my review, so I already know that some of you are like, oh, I thought the animation was fine. I remember asking one of my boys one time, I'd be like, yo, do you see the difference between this episode and this episode? And he was a big fan of Dragon Ball Z, just like I was. I'm like, no, I can't tell the difference. I'm like, you can't tell the difference between this episode and the last episode we just saw? Wow, it looks the same to me. So some people, I think they just don't have that, you know, they don't have that gauge. They don't have that gauge in their eyes where they can really differentiate, where they can tell the difference in the animation. But, you know, and I think some people actually just don't care. As long as they get Dragon Ball, they're happy. No. Okay, no. Goku, Vegeta, these characters have been influential in my life. In happiness, happy moments, enthusiastic moments, amazing moments of my life, of my childhood. And I'm just getting tired of it. I know it's not Resurrection of F arc level, but it was pretty bad as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not happy as a fan. Woosah. Ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna keep watching just because it's the fan in me that wants to see more. It's the fan in me that, that wants to follow the story, that wants to see more, that hope is what keeps me here. Like I said, it's kind of like with wrestling. Wrestling for years, it was literally for years, the product made me so fucking angry. And I just finally had, the last straw earlier last year in 2017, and I just stopped. I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I'm done with wrestling. The same could possibly happen for this, but understand, see, I'm a fan. So I'm in it for the long haul, but there's at a certain point where it's like, okay, I'm done with you. I'm not ready to quit yet, but I'm just like, please, will y'all schedule things better? Will y'all either put more money into animation. Because I, one thing I understand is that there's being in the business and there's being a fan. And I've been in several businesses, in my lifetime, sales and warehouse and stuff like that. And it's different on the inside. And as a customer, which is what I am, it's on the outside, it looks different to me than it does to you on the inside of the business. And I get that. But I'm saying as a fan, y'all need to communicate more. Y'all need to let us know what's going on if you doing shit like this. But I know it's not even that. Y'all just need to do better. As far as I'm concerned, it just needs to be better animation because you're not giving the artists enough time. Definitely not giving the artists enough time. I've seen several videos from several different anime enthusiasts and Dragon Ball enthusiasts about reasons why, and I vaguely remember some of the reasons. All I'm saying is some of this shit is, so, you know, mm. Post comments down below. Let me know what y'all think. All right. If you're disrespectful, you're gone. 10 million subscribers. Woo.